I have another question this morning, which is about budget microphones. Which is the best budget microphone? Greater than $50, I think, is the question. But let's talk about microphones in general, and I'll try and give you some of my ideas. And thank you very much to Phoenix for asking the question. Now, getting a cheap microphone can be a false economy. I've tried various different options, and I started off for quite a long time with a Samsung Go mic. Now, I will talk about the Samsung Go mic in a bit more detail a bit later on. But the point I'm trying to make is that you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but just going absolutely bottom floor can often be a mistake. So it's a question of getting the balance between getting a good microphone and not spending a fortune. A few pointers. The microphone needs really to be a USB in order to get the right quality of sound. Now, don't be put off by these two technical terms. Essentially, the carioid, I'm not very good at pronouncing it. The carioid setting means that the sound is picked up from a focused area in front of the microphone like this, which is great because it means that other sounds in the background, like air conditioning or noises that happen in the street or what have you, they may be picked up a little bit, but they'll be picked up a lot less. Now, if you're doing an interview and you're using one microphone, then you want an omni setting, which picks up a 360-degree sound. So two people can be sitting in different places and still talking to the same microphone. So having those patterns is quite important. And particularly if you're doing things like podcasting, you really want the carioid setting on your microphone. You also need to get a pop filter, and I'll show you one of those in the picture. I've got one on my microphone, and this means that when you make the p sounds, the air from your mouth doesn't impact the microphone. And another little tip, I actually set my microphone off to one side, so it's still close enough to pick up the sound, but it's not getting a direct speak into. So if I turn my head to the microphone like this, you'll hear the volume go up. You won't get the popping sound because I've got a pop filter, but by having it just off to one side, you can better control the quality of the sound. So what microphones have I used and would I consider recommending? So I've mentioned the Samsung Go mic already. It's actually quite inexpensive. It's under $30. It's tiny. It's the size of a matchbox. And it's really good if you want a portable setup, if you're traveling, if you've got a laptop and all the rest of it. The sound of it is pretty decent, but I wouldn't recommend it for podcasting. I did use it for a while until I bought my Samsung Blue Yeti, my Blue Yeti microphone. But it's a good portable solution. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the solution you want. The microphone I use and I love, and I can only really recommend what I use, is the Blue Yeti, and I've shown it here. Now, this is a bundle which is being offered on Amazon. So you get your pop filter, and that's the thing in front of the microphone, and they also give you a USB hub, which may or may not be of use to you. So that's the Blue Yeti. Now, I also quite like blue microphones. So there's a Blue Snowball. Now, I think this is a discontinued model because it's only available on Amazon in a what they call renewed, i.e. refurbished state. But that's, again, a relatively inexpensive solution if you need to get started. Alternatively, there's the Blue Nano. Now, I haven't tried this one again, but it looks like to be somewhere in the middle. Again, it's only available renewed, so it's still a relatively inexpensive option, but I haven't really gone into it in any great detail. But I'm just showing you blue mics because I happen to love my Blue Yeti. If there are other options, obviously. There's the bundle I talked about. You get a Blue Yeti, you get a pop filter, and you get a 4-port hub, and it's $129. So a pretty reasonable bundle. So hopefully that we'll find that helpful. What microphone you use is really down to personal experience and choice. So if you're using a microphone now and you're watching this video, tell me what you're using and what you like and what you paid for it, because all recommendations are equal in that sense. Now, there are some bundles with Blue Yetis which are bundling software. Now, I haven't used this software, but I've looked at it and how much it costs, and it's tens to hundreds of dollars. So it's potentially quite a good deal if you need the software. But I haven't used it, so I don't know whether you'll find it helpful. I use Audacity for my recording, and this is a free program. It's open source, it's easy to use, and I've made a little video which I'm going to show you now, which shows you how easy it is to take a recording and then tidy it up to improve the sound quality, which to a degree will help you to get over the limitations of your mic. But it also definitely improves the sound quality for anything that you're doing, particularly podcasting. So first things first, I need to make a brief recording. So this is an example recording for the purposes of showing you how I tidy up my audio, particularly if I've got a big sigh in it like that. So the first thing I need to do is to remove the unwanted noise. And I've deliberately put a big sigh, which is there. So if I highlight that section, I go to Effects, Noise Reduction, Get Noise, select the whole thing, go back to Noise Reduction, and then that's, as you can see, taking it down. We'll have to tidy it up at the end. Now, the recording levels aren't brilliant there, but the next thing I need to do is to go into Equalization, and I go Bass Boost. And I just take the normal setting bass boost and do that, and it's boosted the bass. I then go to Equalization and go Treble Boost. And that boost is there. Now this enriches the whole tone of the recording. And then finally, I just need to tidy up where there are breaths and things I don't want. So I go into Effect, Amplify. I take the amplification down to minus 11.8. Fiddle to get it in there. There we go. And crucially, if I go along here, select that and then go Command R, it goes down, do Command R again, it goes down, and then I just need to check this last bit, sigh in it like that. And maybe I just take that bit out there, and then File, Save, Project. And just by doing that, which yes, it takes seconds for a small recording, it does take a bit longer for a large recording, I've enriched the quality of that recording very, very easily. And that's the beauty about Audacity. So if I play it back now, so this is an example recording for the purposes of showing you how I tidy up my audio, particularly if I've got a big sigh in it like that. And that, as you can hopefully hear, is already deeper and richer. It is just a better quality sound, and it takes seconds to do. So you've seen the video. So let's just sum up where we are. We've talked about mics. I've explained it's really a personal choice and experience. You don't have to spend a fortune on software because you can use Audacity. I also use GarageBand on my Mac, and there must be a PC equivalent. I just don't know what it is. If somebody knows what it is, please comment. So my recommendation is my Blue Yeti because I've been using it for years and I absolutely love it. It is more than $50, but do keep your eye out on Amazon for offers, particularly Black Friday, and there's a very good chance you'll get a cracking deal on it. If you can't wait for Black Friday, just keep watching Amazon and see if you can get a deal somehow. I would recommend you buy new rather than renewed, but that's just my opinion. So there you are. That's my view on microphones. Budget $50 to $150 probably is the range. I've given you some inexpensive options and I've explained their limitations and I've told you which one I really like. So I hope you find that really helpful and I hope you enjoyed the little Audacity tutorial as well.